Morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. We'll get started in a minute. Just send out the link now, so we'll get some people to join in. Market's looking alright, to be fair, considering it's half day. Alright, let's see what's moving. Let me just send out the link. And then we'll get started. Alright, so lots of plays moving this morning. Lots and lots of plays moving this morning, which is obviously a good sign. But yeah, I'm only going to trade for an hour today. If it was my choice, guys, I personally wouldn't trade. The market's going to be very slow, so just keep that in mind. Market does close at 1:30 EST, so I'll probably keep reminding you guys before I end the stream as well, because we'll just get people joining. But yeah, that's the case. This MNY is very nice chart, very bullish. This has a lot of room to the upside. Yeah, I mean this has a lot of room to the upside, so I definitely have this on watch. I like this setup a lot. So the main reason why I like this a lot is because we go to a larger time frame. What do we identify? We simply identify that there's a big run up. That's bullish, right? Then we notice that there is a big area of resistance here from yesterday. It's been rejecting it. It's just been basically trading within this range. We expect this to break above. If this breaks above, this is going to run pretty hard. I expect $3, $4, $5 plus next week, if anything. So if this does break it, that's what I expect. If it doesn't, then obviously it's going to come down to support levels. So this should be a very good setup. Everyone should be watching this. Does not mean buy now. I'm just letting you know that this has potential to break out and run pretty hard. ABVC, this one's a pretty standard setup. You can see that it's pretty much the same as that other trade, that MNY. With this one, it's simply an uptrend. There's an ascending triangle. If you don't know what an ascending triangle is, it's a bullish continuation pattern. You expect price to break to the upside, right? There's your next target. 225 is where your next level is. If it breaks, it's 197. If it doesn't, it's going to come down to 165. CYIO, this looks fantastic on the 1 hour. You can see it's my staple falling wedge setup. It's doing exactly what I expect. It's a former runner. We know the potential of this play. So this is a no-brainer. I really expect this to run hard if it breaks. So it's doing exactly what we expect. It should break out hopefully before open. If not, it will break to after like 5-10 minutes after open. PXMD, this is kind of a choppy chart, but it is trying to break out of this. You do have room to 129, so we can just mark this level here as 129. So here we have 129. The reason why we have 129 is just because it was the high of yesterday. That's all. Nothing complicated about that. MTC, simply just respecting all the levels that we have. Simply an uptrend. We have rejection here. We've had rejection here and one rejection here. 140. Personally, I wouldn't be entering now. I would have to wait for at least it to break above this 140. Safe entries are above the high, which is 153, as you can see here, the purple line. As for the sub $1 plays, this BRSH, I'm expecting this to run pretty soon. It's setting up for, it's kind of a falling wedge. It's not that clear. I would want it rather to be more downwards like this, so we could see it like that. However, it is trying to set up for this breakout. So you can simply see it's doing what we expect with price action, right? It's doing this, and you guys know the deal. You expect it to push to the upside on that, right? So this is what I have on BRSH. I know quite a few of you are watching. So I would definitely have this on watch. MRAI, just add that to your watch list. I'll go over that now in a minute. But I will be adding plays as we go throughout the day. So we have quite a few plays obviously on watch, but towards open, as I always mention to you guys, I don't have all of these. There's probably maybe, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 that start to hold. Other than that, it's kind of just plays I just hold on. Nothing's really running at the moment, but yeah, so we have BRSH, keep this on watch. FLJ, I literally traded this at 0.231 was my entry. I gave this to you guys literally at that level. This is the chart I gave you before it broke out, which was here. This was the chart that I shared with you guys and mentioned that I expect a breakout. This was the chart here. It was a 0.223 here. I got in 231, and then you can see it simply broke out of that. After that, it was just a simple push to the upside. Just going to mark this high here, which is 0.3250. So we can mark that level there just in purple, but you can identify that obviously now, since it broke out of that falling wedge that I gave to you guys earlier, it is just playing this trend line, right? You can see there's a double top here. We can see that it's hit this once here, right? We have it once here, and then we have it here again. Just give me one sec so you guys can see this clearly. Alright, so this is what you have. So this is what you have. So this is a bearish chart pattern, bearish reversal pattern, meaning that you expect price to do exactly what it's doing, right? It's doing this, comes to a low and then pushes, and now you expect price to come down. Hopefully it comes down to this falling this line here and holds. BGLC looks great. I gave this to you guys way before this even happened. I think it was around 0.4849 level, even lower. No, actually it was around here, 0.47. So if you got in there, well done. If you didn't, it's not the end of the world. I know people in the Discord did grab this and they're pretty much chilling with that today. They're pretty much done, most people. So yeah, this one, BGLC and FLJ was pretty much our runners as pre-market in the Discord. So yeah, we made some good money on that. Simple on this chart is there's the breakout, so now we should expect this to pull back to this level, which it already has. So 0.613, which is there. So I'm going to put this in orange because that should be new support. Looking at a larger time frame, where are your next levels? You have this here, 0.77. So you have a lot of room to the upside. So I'll keep this for now until if we get to that, then I'll update the levels. But for now, this is kind of what you have on this. This chart is so weird on Webull today, I don't know why. But there, it broke out of the bullish pennant. Obviously, there wasn't much action to the resistance and support, but there's the high, and then we can see that it did form, and then there was the breakout there. So that's what you have on this chart, BGLC. PRSO, it's very low volume. It's not my kind of style of trade, but the main reason why I like this is simply because it is bullish and it is a former runner. So I'm going to definitely keep this on watch. MRAI, I know this just moved up when I was talking a couple minutes ago, so let me just edit this. We have this level here. We get this a cleaner chart. So we have a falling wedge. As you guys know, this is a staple setup that I take every single day, right? You expect price to break out of this level. So if we want to be exact, we can move this to here actually. I know I go through the wick sometimes, but I identify just the overall trend that is clear. There's the chart. I don't know what's going on with this chart. It's acting pretty weird, to be honest, this thing, so I apologize. I'm not too sure what's going on with it. So this is your MRA chart. This looks great. So you have a breakout, then you have your these are just your next levels. Purple is safe entries, blue is the resistance, and then there's your next resistance there. So that's what it is. If you don't know what the colors are, simply go onto my Twitter. It's the pinned tweet. It identifies and tells you, explains basically everything, what the colors are, so you guys know what to do when you look at my charts. So this is MRA, this is a breakout, this is a very nice chart. So we expect this one to move. This is also a former runner. This ran on yesterday, or not yesterday, sorry, on Wednesday. You can see it's doing exactly what we expect, right? There's the run up, here's a pullback, holding $2 psychological level. Now it's starting to push to the upside. So pretty standard setup on that. Pretty much you need to keep that one on the watch list. I would definitely do so. Shots, this one is, it's okay. I know this is just like a parabolic runner from the other day. I mean, look at it. We were from $4 to $7 in one day. So we know the potential of this play. Obviously, it's a huge pullback since that $7 is literally 50% down, but it's definitely worth a watch on this play. Femi, this one's okay. The price action isn't quite there for me and the volume, so I'm waiting for 116. We break that, then we should be all right. MNY, this, like I said with this, breaks this, it'll be a pretty crazy move to the upside. ABVC, I'm expecting this to break out. If this was intraday, I'd be in this chart. I'd be in this setup, A plus, for sure. CYIO, the volume isn't quite there at the moment, but it is trying to break out of this falling wedge, which we have drawn. PXMD, this one's okay. It's just a bit of a choppy chart, as you can see with the price action of the candles. 129 is what it has room to. So yeah, it's finally broken that 112 level, which I've drawn. Here in ascending triangle, it's broken out as expected, but you expect now it to continue and push to the upside. MTC, this one's okay. I just have it on my watch list because it's just been respecting the technicals very well. So main reason why I like the setup is simply because it is up 27% as well. So keep that on watch. I'd say if this one's moving, is it? No, not yet. BGLC VS, is this one moving? Yeah, so VS is moving. This is another sub $1 play. I'm just going to put it here. So the orange colors are just sub $1, that's all. So 0.29 break. So simply with this, obviously it's just started running, right? It's very easy to see with this that the high is here, 0.29. So what happens is usually if this does break above this, it will continue to the upside. You should never be entering now. It's a lot higher risk because it has just got news or why if it's running. It's going to be very choppy. So safe entries are above 0.289. So in my opinion, I would just wait for that. If it breaks that, you can look for scalp entries. Don't hold for 100% because it's not a realistic target. I personally hold for 3 to 5% target, and then I sell 50% and move my stop loss up. I know during pre-market you can't have a stop loss, so I just have a mental stop loss where I am, and I always just trade with no more than 10% of my account during pre-market. If maybe a little bit more if it's a great setup, but 90% of the time I trade with probably 10% of my account. VS, this one's here. Orange, move this here. MTC. MTC's, yeah, this one's okay. I don't know what's up with this new Weeble. I updated it. It's very, very weird. The candles are so delayed for some reason, but hopefully it gets fixed soon. If you guys have any tickers, and then you can post in the chat box, and then also if you guys can do me a favor and like up the stream and subscribe if you guys haven't, we would really appreciate it. MRAI, this one's looking. BGLC. Yeah, this is probably the best setup right now, to be honest. It is sub $1, but yeah, definitely keep this one on watch. It's a great, great setup. VS. Yeah, this one's obviously all green since market open. I mean, since the news. Pyrrhizo, I might just move this out of the way for now. It's kind of in the way. There's nothing really moving on it, so that's why I don't really like it. MRAI. This one's obviously breaking out, right? So hopefully, I'm hoping that this holds this $2 level because it's obviously a big psychological level, right? There's the breakout we have there. But we need it to hold above $2. If it does, then I'll look for possible entries and alert it there in the Discord. So that's kind of what I have on this chart. But safe entries are above this 235. We've had resistance here before, once, twice, and then also kind of this area as well. So this is kind of why I have this 235, because if it breaks that, you should be fine. MTCs, one's just climbing. CAPT, shot, Femi. MNY, I'm just going to keep watching this because if this breaks, it's going to run really, really hard. Zivo. Guys, you can ask some questions as well about trading or anything if you guys want to learn and ask me questions. This is where you have the time to do so. Because normally during trading, I'm pretty much in the Discord all day and just charting for you guys on Twitter. So yeah, take advantage. Zivo, there's absolutely no volume on this at the moment. Not my kind of chart. Look at the downtrend. You know the deal with this already. I would never trade this simply because it's in a downtrend, right? I'm not entering this trade at all. So unless this gets volume and breaks this, I mean, safe You need to break this downtrend in here. So 150 is a level that you can maybe look for entries, but this is your next level here, 150 to 195. So these are kind of your levels on this at the moment, but I wouldn't be entering now unless you like the setup and everything. But I'm just talking from my standpoint that I personally don't like this because it's just a low volume play. It's difficult. You'll be sitting in this for weeks, days, a minute. Who knows what's going to happen with this? So especially that it's a $1 move. If you have a max 5% stop loss, this can tick down to 5% in probably 1 or 2 seconds. So until there's volume, then you can identify what's going on with it. But at the moment, yeah, it's not really setting up for anything. MTC is pushing up. MRAI, where's this VS? Yeah, VS, I'm keeping a big watch on this VS because if this breaks, then I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it. Here's a link for the Discord. Here it is. Links here. I'll just put it in the chat. So if you want to join the Discord, feel free to join. We are closing spots at the end of the year. So yeah, take advantage of it. BGLC. So this one's just holding support now, 7.7. Oh, then 8.5. That was the other little head. So we could just keep 8.5 as well. These are your levels that you have on this BGLC. So wait for BGLC to push and then you should be fine on that. I mean, this is probably the strongest setup at the moment. It's got the most volume and it's running as opposed to some of the other setups that I see. I'm going to look on what top gainers there are, anything updated. No, there's literally nothing. It's probably going to be like this all day, guys. But also one thing to identify is that if you see a play running pretty crazy at open, right? Simply just wait for the pullback. And then if you start to see it running again, I would get in because since it is a slow day and it's a half day, it's Friday as well. So most people, traders, will just jump into the first kind of small cap that's running because it's quick and easy money. So that's one tip you could do. If you do see a runner quick at open, I personally don't enter at open. Way too risky. I wait at least 15-20 minutes to look for anything, to be honest. PXMD. Yeah, also PXMB looks good. Hassie did give this as a trade in the Discord on Wednesday at 106, I think. Ran all the way to this level. What did it run to? Yeah, ran to 129. So this was a very nice trade on his behalf, which is very nice. CYIO, really nothing to be charting at the moment, guys. That's why I'm asking if you have any questions or if you just want me to go over some tickers. I'll be here for probably another 5 minutes or so, simply because the market's very slow. There's not really much I can do in terms of this. I'm also going to be posting a thread this weekend on my Twitter. It's going to be on a risk management strategy that you guys can use. If you want to use it, feel free to do it. It's just going to be a breakdown of basically an example of a risk management strategy you can use. This is more aimed at people who do day trading and trade small caps like myself. If you do swing trades, you kind of just have to adjust it to what you prefer. But this is simply what I've done and what's helped me probably the most out of my trading. I understand that you need to have a strategy to be a successful trader, which is fine, but the ultimatum is if you don't have a risk management strategy, you're not going to be a profitable trader because you need to have consistency and take losses, but also your losses will be a lot smaller than your wins. So not many people teach it. I've been in so many Discords. I've just been on Twitter. No one really talks about risk management and the importance of it. In my opinion, it's probably, someone asked me earlier this morning about what is one thing I could take or learn when I started day trading again. It's simply just risk management. The strategies that I was learning and everything, there wasn't really anything wrong with it. Obviously, you need to do back testing and practice and screen time, and those things come with time. But at the end of the day, if you don't have a risk management strategy, it's going to impact your strategy as well. So staying consistent with your trading size, with your stop loss, with your take profits, right? For at least 2-3 months consistency, you'll see that you can alter, and obviously depending on how your strategy is, if it's higher risk, you need to obviously adapt to that. But at the end of the day, managing a risk is probably the most important thing in trading. If you don't have any risk management, then you're pretty screwed, to be honest. If you don't have a stop loss, then trading is definitely not for you. But yeah, you need to just focus on the wins. Take the losses, it's fine. There's no 100% strategy out there. No one can tell you there's 100% strategy. If you do, let me know. I'll join their Discord and give them $1 million to trade for me, right? But it's impossible to have a 100% strategy, regardless if you have ChatGPT, algos, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, don't really want to go into it too much, but that's kind of where I'm at with it. This one's looking good. So you just saw there that I had BGLC, looks great. I don't know if anyone did grab it. So it looks very good. PXMD, yeah, I'll go over that now in a minute. Give me a sec. So this is, what is this chart? This is FLJ. So FLJ. So this is still bullish. It's a bullish pennant for those who don't know what that is. Yeah, it's a simple chart pattern that everyone should know. PXMD, let me have a look. PXMD. Yeah, I just went over this one. So it's broken out of the ascending triangle. Then your next level is 129. So that's what you have on this. Yeah, I just went on over it like 3 or 4 times. CYIO is just slow. ABVC, still waiting for that level. MNY, FME, shot's not really looking too good, but as long as it holds us 328, you're all right. MTC. So it's mostly all these sub $1 plays that are running, guys. That's what you'll notice if you go onto, if you simply just go onto Webull, look at the top gainers or just any kind of chart. Oh, investing as well works with the top gainers. That's simply what I do and just look at those and see what happens. There's SPRC breakout. So I would have this on watch 100%. Just got news now, I think. Yeah. Patent CBD enhanced solution for autism spectrum disorder. Interesting. So there's a big break on this. This is a former runner. This thing's insane. We know the potential of this play. So let me get some levels up on this and then look at this, right? Every time, I think that's the news. Every time it spikes, I think it's all-time high. Yeah, it's all-time high. Wow, that's very bullish, guys. The fact that this is broken out of the all-time high here, this is going to be very, very quick, this trade setup. So we can see that there was a breakout here previously, right? So from here, we have this. This is what you have with this chart right now. So let me just put some levels. 1040 now, 1050. Put this level here. Where is this? 1175. And then 1345. There we go. So these are your next levels on this. Obviously support is here, right? This high that it broke. If it goes below that, then you're coming down to pretty much $7.85. So here's your SPRC running. News just broke out, that's why it's running, guys. Here's your SPRC chart. Crazy breakout on this one, damn. So yeah, this should be on watch. It's running, I mean, obviously, it's like 5 o'clock, so market's just opening, or in 30 minutes, but this looks very good, so keep that on watch. Where's SPRC? SPRC, All right, I'm gonna go to my watch list. I'm gonna head into Discord. I'm gonna do some live trading for the members. So just add some charts here. MTC, this looks good. It's simply just riding this trend line that we see here. CABT, very low volume, but 184 break. It's gonna run pretty hard. This shot it doesn't look too great at the moment. I'd only wait for downtrend like 365 level. Femi, this one's always a runner. I'm personally going to just wait for 116 break. It just gives me more confidence that this trade will run. MNY, this one breaks as 208 I mentioned. This can run pretty hard. ABVC, I mean, pretty much a perfect setup for my eyes. CYIO, another great setup on this. It needs some volume to obviously break above that level. SPLC just started running now. Great chart. PXMD, this one, 129 is your next resistance level on that. Pirzo, I just have this on here because a larger time frame, we are in a falling wedge. It's trying to break out of that. BRSH, we are kind of in this falling wedge still, so this one should break above. Keep an eye on this into open. FLJ, this is what we have here. We could say is another falling wedge within it, so like that. Let's put this blue. So here's your falling wedge within a bullish pennant. So this is your chart setup on this. This is a shorter time frame setup. This is for FLJ. So here's your FLJ setup. So FLJ, great setup on this. This is up 160% guys as well. So definitely have this on watch list if you like playing sub $1. I know majority of you guys do. And there goes BGLC, broken that level. Now you have 0.85, then you have 0.95, and then there's $1. Wow, what was that? This thing's pretty insane. So yeah, everyone should be watching this play if you like sub $1. I traded earlier, I sold it way too early, but it happens. Can't sell the top, it's pretty much impossible. But this is a very nice trade. This is a nice chart as well. So it has room to 125 down. This has a lot of room to the upside. Keep this on watch. Yeah, I pretty much gave this to you guys. I mean, I know most people aren't awake at that time, but I gave this to you guys at 0.23. So here's your key levels. I'm just going to put this on Twitter so you guys can refer back to that. So BGLC key levels shown. All right, guys, I'm going to head into Discord. I know it was a shorter stream, but honestly, there's not much to talk about in terms of the market because it will be slow today. Just make sure that you guys trade very sensibly. And also, yeah, I'll catch you guys on Monday. So I'm going to do the thread probably on Sunday. You guys can like it, retweet, bookmark, whatever you guys want to do. And then just save it there because trust me, guys, I've been through what you guys are if you're starting out. I'm really trying to help you guys just understand that there is something important in trading more than just having a strategy, and that's risk management. Because if you have no risk management, then you're pretty much screwed for anything that you do. So yeah, keep a lookout for that. It'll be out on Sunday probably. So yeah, I'll send it out and then you guys can do whatever with it. But yeah, appreciate you guys for joining and thanks again for the support on Twitter. Also, guys, if you do get my setups or the charts that I post on Twitter, just like the chart or just comment underneath, because obviously the more you guys interact with it, the more people can see it, and then from there we can make people more money, you know. So that's kind of my goal with it as well. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. If you guys want to take the setups, just make sure you have a stop loss. Please do not have no stop loss. If you have no stop loss, can't help you in that aspect. But yeah, just make sure you guys are managing your risk very well. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will catch you all on